All right, guys, we are here with Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. If you guys could just introduce your name and your position in the band.
I'm Joey, I play bass.
I'm Josh, I play guitar.
I'm John, I play drums.
I'm Randy, I play guitar as well.
Awesome, so we're going to start out with some icebreakers real quick, if that's all right. If you guys could save the world with one superhero, who would it be?
Like picking a superhero to be like my sidekick?
Yes.
Ooh, that's cool.
Edward Scissorhands considered a superhero?
It's fair game.
Alright, yeah, there you go.
Scissorhands.
Superman, typical.
Lame.
Man of Steel just recently came out, so I don't blame you.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's amazing.
Wow. I don't know. That's a hard one, honestly. Juggernaut.
Stretch Armstrong, maybe?
You know, I changed mine. It's like Wonder Woman. It's got to be.
Wonder
I
Woman.
gotta have like a girl.
Yeah, right? What if you guys had to repopulate the world? I mean, you have to think about that kind of
Just to
stuff.
do it for the sake of the world, not, you know.
Yeah. All right, so another question. What's the girliest song you guys have on your iTunes library?
Ooh.
Oh, Joey and I are the kings.
Yeah.
We're the best. I have. You could say one that.
Well, like girliest as in like, doesn't have to be a girl though, right?
No.
I mean, me and Josh are really big One Direction fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My world like... That's Josh right there. I was already going to start singing before he said that.
Yeah.
Because I knew Josh was going to say
They're
that.
just known for One Direction.
Yeah. And I have Justin Bieber's new song, Beauty and the Beat.
Yeah, dude, that's a
like-
catchy song.
That's baby making music.
Yeah, right?
That's good stuff.
Anything else?
I don't
Randy's like, I don't
anything-
have girly
Yeah,
music.
I mean, I listen to Christina Aguilera, but it's not really girly.
That's just good music, right?
Incredible.
Okay, so last one. If you guys could create a super band, like just the best band you could possibly think of, who would play each instrument? Or why don't you guys try and collab yourselves? Like, take your instrument, if you could pick like the number one person, and then we'll just form a group right now.
Alright. Bass players, huh? I guess we go with what? Wolfgang? Maybe?
Wolfgang Van Halen?
Yeah.
Dang.
It's really good. Or Les Claypool.
Yeah, they're all good, but pick one of them, Randy. Picking
One, only one.
Wolfgang.
Dang.
Wolfgang it is. Wolfgang.
Mine would probably be Eddie Van Halen.
All right, so we just have Van Halen. What about you?
Van Halen is a super group.
My supergroup would be comprised of musicians only playing the same drum set together. So it'd probably be like Snoop Dogg would be playing the ride cymbal, and I'd be playing the congos just by myself. Rick Ross probably be on the kick drum, and then on a platform pedestal on the snare drum would be Oprah Winfrey.
So we got like a hip hop sort of thing like going on. If Oprah did rap, I guess, but Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So who would you pick?
I'd say like on keys, Richard Wright, who passed away. I guess not so recently now, but it's been a couple years from Pink Floyd. Maybe Phil Collins. Throw him in there.
Sure. Phil Collins makes everything better, so.
Word.
True that. The Hangover.
He's
Right.
multi-instrument, so he can, depending on what needs to be done.
Yeah. All right. So on a serious note, how's the tour going so far, guys? What has the fan reaction been? All that good stuff.
It's been awesome, man. And it's pretty fresh. We're just like a week and a half, 2 weeks into it. But we don't make it out to the West Coast too much, so you never know how it's going to go. But it's been awesome. We drove from Buffalo to Seattle, and I've just been making our way down south. And all the shows have been pretty awesome, man. So and we're excited to be here. I don't think we've ever played Glass House before. I don't think so.
No way.
Venue. I like
So,
it.
legendary venue. Cool to be here.
Yeah. For sure. So what cities are you guys like most excited to play, like coming up, or what venue even? Just like who goes like the craziest that you guys are always like that venue, that city.
I don't know. We are playing the Roxy tomorrow in LA. That's always been good to us.
cool.
It seems to be our standard place to play every time we're out there.
Hard Rock in Vegas yesterday was awesome. Like that's kind of like definitely I did Hard Rock in Vegas.
Yeah, I hear the green room for that is just like stacked with memorabilia, right?
Yeah, it's loaded everywhere. There's stuff like Van Halen signed like all over. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's in our trailer now.
Shh, don't tell anyone. All right, so you guys just released a music video for your new single, like not too long ago. Can you tell us about the song and what inspired it?
Well, Ronnie should probably answer that one, but he's not here right now. Randy, you wanna? That's your bro, dude.
Generally, what sparked the idea is we had, not only in the past, but recently had just people approach us about suicide, and we've always been advocates of suicide prevention. And in this particular scenario, it was one of our friends. So Ronnie had just basically recently gone through a couple different experiences with that. So he decided to write a song about it, and there you go.
So it's been a successful music video, and like, how was recording that?
That was awesome. We did it with Dave Bennett. It definitely took a transformation. It started out being one song when we left the Middleburg, Florida, to Jersey. Not Jersey, where were we? Yeah, it was Jersey. And it was right before that hurricane. So we got there, it was blacked out in the middle of the night. We were all kind of like bummed out, just like tired and burned out. But then we got in there and started doing pre-pro immediately that morning. And that song particularly just transformed into a different song. Like, he gave us a really awesome vision of the song. And it just like went from being like a caterpillar to a butterfly. As far as the video goes, the director Ryan had come up with a couple different treatments, and we liked the ideas, but we weren't really sold on any of them, so to say. And it kind of sparked a different idea that I threw back at them, and they liked it. So they ran with that and wrote a script off of it. We went and filmed it at a campground, Indian Springs in Tallahassee. Super sweet, awesome place. And we released it a week ago, and it's already over 1 million views, so I guess we're doing something right.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna like bring that up. It's super successful. And so another question that a lot of people were just kind of like getting, feedback when I was like, oh, I'm gonna interview Red Jumpsuit, was like, ask them about being a Christian band, because like, you guys are labeled as a Christian band, and you guys talk about Jesus in interviews and whatnot. And so what do you guys feel like the biggest challenge of that is, whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing, and what's the biggest challenge of that?
I'd have to say, honestly, as a Christian, when you're at a younger age, you're always trying to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And Ronnie and I decided a long time ago that we were going to use music as our outlet for ministry. I'm sure you've heard the expression, you can't preach to the choir, they've already converted. So what we've done is cleverly tried to implement positive messages in our music. And since day one, Red Jumpsuit has always had that in it. At this point, we're being more classified as a Christian band, but as you know from the beginning, it hasn't always been that way. That's something that kind of ends up happening, but obviously, go ye into the world and preach the gospel. That means go out into the world, not into the congregation, and talk to people that already understand. So that's what it's all about for us.
Any of you guys have any input? It's just all good. It's golden.
All good.
You said it perfectly. You can't preach to the. Come on, man. You can't preach to the choir. You can't preach to. All right. So also, what international touring? I'm seeing you guys like tour dates. You're going like far. So like, just talk a little bit about that. Like, what international places are you guys going after this American tour?
Thailand.
Yeah, doing Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines.
Yeah.
We're hitting up Australia later this year. We're all doing these we're flying out to Hawaii in like 2 days, and then we're hitting up like Southeast Asia. Super excited about that.
Should be awesome.
Playing some cool shows with some awesome bands. Yeah. We know there's some people that are over there that have been wanting to come back for a while, some places we've never been. So, it's going to be sweet. Plane rides, guitar playing, drummers.
Long plane rides for sure. All right, and then what's something you guys like enjoy doing when you're off of tour? Like a hobby. What's your favorite thing to just take part in and just like, okay, now that I'm off tour, let's chill.
I just recently acquired a dog. That's pretty cool. Well, I've had a Chihuahua for like 6 years, but I don't really consider him like a dog. I now have like a dog, like a man dog.
What kind of dog?
I don't know. It's a stray. It's like a black lab looking pit bull thing. It's great though.
Yeah.
So that's just pretty much been my boyfriend for the last few weeks before tour.
No, it feels I have a pug, so it's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good thing. He's a good man. Pug. If you're listening, I love you, dude.
Just on the computer.
Yeah, he's just been sitting at home for a few weeks. No one's fed him or done anything. Just rotting away in my garage.
Oh my gosh. Anything else, guys?
I box a lot. That's all I do when I'm home, actually. like every day. That's what I love.
Everlast.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite boxer?
Definitely Mike Tyson.
Okay. Not Floyd Mayweather.
I like Floyd Mayweather. I mean, 44-0. You can't go wrong with that. It's unbelievable. But Tyson, I mean,
He's a legend.
if you ask me, he's the best there ever was, ever will be. I'm a loyal fan.
Awesome. What about you guys?
Well, for me, it's kind of going to hang out with my girlfriend. It's in LA or, you know, all that cool stuff. You know, it's
Fun
exciting,
dates.
exciting story. Yeah, pretty much. Or going out and see my family in Orlando if I get technically like Cocoa Beach, but those are kind of on my tops. If I'm not in Jax with the band, those are probably on my priority list. So.
I'd say hanging out with my chica, Brittany, our dog Scooby, surfing, skating, fishing, and probably just messing around and having a good time in the studio. Like, we have our own studio, so it almost isn't like work anymore. You just get in there and just have a really good time and experiment with things, and we do that a lot.
All right, and lastly, what's next for Red Jumpsuit Apparatus? Like either touring, recording. What are you guys headed other than international touring?
Well, if I don't join One Direction,
I heard they're looking for a new drummer, though. I really do.
man, I don't know. We're touring up until like pretty much November, right? Yeah. We got months of stuff. I mean, pretty much.
Dates we just had, like the Australian dates, there's Russian dates, there's more European dates. So yeah, pretty much until the very end of November, we're just going to be nonstop touring. And then after that, we're going to try to get our minds back, and then we're going to probably write another record and come out with it, like, you know, just like we just did.
Yeah. Do you guys ever try to record like on your bus, like ghetto recording on your iPhone, computer?
We have done like super like minimal stuff, like, you know, you got like your input jacks and stuff like that, but we don't really do stuff ghetto like that. We have laptops that are fully functional studios that are mimics of what we have in our studio. So we have our own interfaces. I don't know if you saw the Mercedes out there, but it's got power inverter and everything. So if you actually want to do that, then we definitely have the ability to do that, but it's pretty active on the road. So when you do have a few hours to actually just relax in your bunk, if you're not driving or have some kind of other duty, then you usually don't end up doing that. But then after a very long time, which is the kind of tour that we're on right now, you do start kind of messing around with that stuff because you're bored and you're more into the daily grind again. So, yeah.
Just like you said, I mean, we're kind of waiting on some of the laptops to get fixed up. Randy ordered these 2 crazy sweet laptops specifically for recording on the road. And I think unanimously everybody's pretty sure that they were like so decked out that like it just crashed, like too much stuff on them, and it seemed like he picked up like, well, anyways, we're waiting on that stuff to show back up again, so we can do
they're
some
going to deliver
recording.
us those tomorrow. The ASUS manufacturer. See, this is why you shouldn't mess things up, because then we're going to drop it in the interview like that. They sent us 2 defective laptops right off the rip. I opened one, the service panel on the bottom is bowed out. The second one, there was some kind of soldering defect where when you get to lift up the laptop, it shuts off completely. You know, clearly that's not supposed to happen. You should be able to drop it from 2 inches and it stay on if it's built right, like a Mac.
Yeah.
So normally we do use Mac, but in the recording environment, a lot of times we use PC, like a lot of engineers do. And this is one of those scenarios where you're just like, should have bought a Mac. But, you know, for web stuff, that's definitely where it's at. But performance-wise, there's still a lot of compatibility things that Mac doesn't do. You can always run Boot Camp and VMware and stuff like that. But anyway, to make it shorter, yeah, we do have the laptops and stuff like that to record with.
Awesome. So anything else you guys want to say to fans just as a closer?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to be traveling for the next few months, so come hang out with us. Mostly Josh, because he's wearing a tank top today. He looks really buff. He just got a fresh haircut, and he plays guitar really good.
Those are all facts.
Any favorite snack food that fans can bring you guys?
We all eat beef jerky.
Yeah, I haven't had Gushers in a long time. I'll take some Gushers. Yeah, those are classic.
No one will bring them.
When you pull them out of the Gushers and they're all stuck together as like one huge Gusher, man. Yeah, those
best.
Those are some of the best moments in my life.
Those are my weakness. for sure.
Oreos, Skittles.
All right, guys. Well, that is Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Thank you for having us. Take it easy. This is Kaim Interviews.